Some who are very physical and express their love, some who are just not physical. One has to be aware of what is the love language of your spouse, of your child, of people around you to understand what they feel for you. If you're somebody who will keep on saying, I love you, if your spouse doesn't say, I love you, but she cooks for you, she takes care of your parents, she takes care of your near and dear ones, she buys gifts for you, but she doesn't say, I love you the way you would like to express, it doesn't mean she loves you. It is just that her language of love is different. One of the next cause that is important for mental diseases is love languages. Now, what is a love language? Each of us express our love through a language. All of us, they express it differently. Now, there are some who express their love vocally. I love you. They keep on saying, I love you. I love you. Some of them are not capable of saying, I love you. They don't say, I love you. There are those who express their love through their cooking. There are those who express their love by taking care of your parents, your near and dear ones. Taking care, doing service, an act of service is their way of expressing their love. There are some who give gifts and express their love. There are some who like to receive gifts and express their, acknowledge the love. There are some who are very physical and express their love, some who are just not physical. One has to be aware of what is the love language of your spouse, of your child, of people around you to understand what they feel for you. If you're somebody who will keep on saying, I love you, if your spouse doesn't say, I love you, but she cooks for you, she takes care of your parents, she takes care of your near and dear ones, she buys gifts for you, but she doesn't say, I love you the way you would like to express, it doesn't mean she loves you. It is just that her language of love is different. So it is very important to understand. You just need to spend one day thinking about the action that the spouse would do, and you would be very easily, you will understand what is her love language or his love language. So understanding the love language, becoming aware of what the love language is, was most important. Another cause to mental suffering is reaction and responses. All our reactions are conditioned reactions. All our life depends on how we react to situations that we face, how we react. So our reactions are all conditioned reactions. Suppose you realize that somebody very close to you has lied to you. Your immediate reaction is to get upset, get angry, confront them, have a fight with them. Why did you do this? That's a reaction. This will create a lot of tension, of course, between the two of you. But the reason you reacted this way is because you have always grown up being taught that lying is not a good thing, and you have to react a certain way if you find somebody lying. It is a condition. You've also seen elders in your house or other people in the house react similarly to somebody who is lying. So this is conditioned so within you that the moment you know that somebody is lying, you react. But instead, if you would respond, you have many choices of response. Suppose you caught somebody lying, you can in your mind say the person lied because they were helpless. They had no choice but to lie. Or you know that they lied and you tell them, I know you lied. There is no need for you to lie and diffuse the situation. You could even tell them, I know you have lied. Please do not lie from next time onwards. Or you know that he has lied and you don't care about it. You don't even tell him that you lied. You know you have lied and you just be cautious about it. So you have various choices. This is just an example. Every reaction that you have, every situation that comes in front of you comes with a varied number of choices. It is just that you don't pause to take the choice. You only react according to the condition. Every time if you were to create a distance between the stimuli that comes and your reaction, and convert it into a response, many situations in life can be avoided. Many unpleasant situations can be avoided. So never react, always respond. You see, we are going through pleasant and unpleasant emotions all our lives, right from childhood, right from when we are in our mother's womb, we are capable of experiencing unpleasantness. Now, suppose I ask you to remember an unpleasant event that happened about 15 years back. You are able to remember it because that is your memory. But apart from remembering it, you also feel the emotion that happened at that point of time. It could have been a very silly incident, but that emotion, you can still feel it after 15 years. Doesn't that mean that that emotion is trapped within you? There are many such emotions which are trapped within us right from childhood. They stay with us as our memory, unpleasant memories. These memories are what works against us. Medical science says that autoimmune disorder means your cells are working against you, but they do not know how your cells are working against you. But don't you think that all these unpleasant memories that you're carrying with you are going to some way damage you? Now you will tell me now, no, but those memories are important. How can we leave memories important without memory? Memory is only important for survival. That means, there is a wild animal somewhere there. You remember that place, you don't go there. There is a stench that comes from a particular place, you don't go there. You can see some unpleasantness somewhere, you don't go there. Those survival instincts, you need memory. But those days are gone. Now we are in an age of comfort and conveniences where we don't have to worry about our survival. We don't have a threat. We are all scared of a thief. But how many of you have seen a thief? There's an inherent fear of robbery, fear, chore coming. You're all the time cautious. But have you ever seen a thief in your life? Have you ever been robbed in your life? No. But we are all the time going around with that fear in our mind that, there might be a thief. Thieves are gone. Nowadays, they'll drive a Uber and they'll get that kind of a money. So they don't chance the risk of robbing you and going into jail and getting all the third degree. But those fears are within our memory. What use are these memories? All these unpleasant memories that we carry with us will only cause diseases within us. So there is a need to untrap these emotions or let go of these memories which are in us. We also call these memories as baggage of emotions that one carries. Another dimension that you need to look at is our memory and our imagination. Now, human beings are the only ones who are blessed with a wonderful memory and a great sense of imagination. Animals also have memory, but elephant particularly has a great memory. But we have different types of memories. We have an elemental memory, a karmic memory. So there are multiple such kind of memories, which genetic memory. So there are many memories which we are blessed with a huge memory and a wonderful sense of imagination. We are supposed to use it for our growth, for our evolution. But unfortunately, we use our memory and imagination to suffer. We suffer what happened 10 years back because that memory, we still suffer what happened 10 years back. We imagine something is going to happen tomorrow and we suffer that today. So we are using it to suffer. Now, we suffer so much because of our memory and imagination. If you are educated, we suffer. If you are uneducated, we suffer. If we have money, we suffer. We don't have money, we suffer. We have children, we suffer. We don't have children, we suffer. We are married, we suffer. We are not married, we suffer. So we have made suffering a part of our life, unfortunately. Instead of using our memory and imagination, all these unpleasant memories should go away. We should not be suffering our past. Can you do anything about what happened in the past? Can you do anything about what happened an hour ago? You can't. But we suffer because we choose to keep this memory within us. Now, the imagination for tomorrow, we imagine various things. Suppose we have a cancer, it could be a simple cancer, but we imagine the worst and we suffer right from today. Before we reach there, we start to suffer. But our imaginations are supposed to be used to manifest good things in us. You imagine something good happening to you, it will happen. You imagine you becoming rich, it will happen. You imagine you being healthy, it will happen. You imagine giving birth to a child, it will happen. We are given the imagination to manifest it in our lives, but we don't use it, and we are unfortunately suffering our memory and intelligence. Do you all realize that every human experience that happened to us happens from within us? If you're joyful, where does it happen? Within us. If you're ecstatic, within us. If you're sad, within us. If you're angry, it is coming from within. Every emotion that we feel happens from within us. There is not a single emotion. In fact, there is not a single experience of life that happens from outside us. There could be triggers that happen from outside. So I've given you various reasons as to why we go through mental diseases. I can give you a few solutions also about it. One of them is balancing the 5 elements. Those who are 50 plus, they know that you spend all your life outdoors, walking barefoot, being in the sun, swimming in rivers or wells. But we have denied that to our kids. So there is no connect. It's like an electric car. If you don't plug it, it will not work. Our body will work, but it will not work to its potential if you don't plug it. So there is a need to connect with the 5 elements. It's the most important thing, more than medication. The second thing, of course, is spiritual practices like meditation. See, we are all the time doing outward work. Whether you're a teacher, whether you're a plumber, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a doctor, it is all an outward work we are doing. Every outward work comes with a result. It is result oriented. Either you have to see a result or you have somebody appreciating you. Otherwise, you feel disappointed. So, outward work will never give you the satisfaction. It has to be inward work. You have to work inwards. So, meditation, doing different sadhanas, these are aimed at expanding your insights. So, the inward journey is the most important thing to look for inner peace or to avoid mental conflicts. The last thing, because I am a homeopathic doctor, I must express to you what homeopathy can do. Homeopathic medicines basically work on the emotions. Homeopathic medicines are nothing but energy vibrations which are sourced from plants, minerals, etc. These are energy vibrations which are increased to the level of human being. Once it is introduced into the human body, it goes and touches the target organs. So, homeopathic medicines have beautiful medicines for restlessness, anxiety, stress, tension, fears, suicidal tendencies, maniacs, OCDs. There are many. These are not chemicals. You go ahead with the chemicals to treat the effect, but if you're looking for a permanent solution, along with the chemicals that you're taking, start homeopathic medicine so you can work on the effect and the cause. Mental diseases can only be treated using treating both the cause and the effect. So take both of them together. It'll go a long way in helping you. Now, the last thing that I'd like to tell you is something about healing. You see, if you remember, when the child falls down and gets hurt, he goes on crying, he doesn't stop crying. But if the mother or the father goes and picks him up and puts him in your lap, he will stop crying. Why does that happen? This happens essentially because the child is born from your energy. The child shares your energy. So the moment you pick up the child and intent, you will be fine. The child gets healed. So we all have this healing ability within each of us. If you look at a dog when it falls sick, it'll just go lie down in a corner for a day or two. It'll heal itself and come back. We have evolved from animals, so we all have that power to heal. I want all of you to understand that you have the power to heal yourself, and you also have the power to heal the energies that are born from you, or you share an energy with them. So when you feel very down, when you feel very low, give yourself healing. Keep your hand on your chest and reverberate. Make a sound. Making a sound like feel the vibration of that sound in your heart, in your chest, and heal you. There cannot be a better healer than you, because healing is all about an intent. So we have to heal ourselves. We have to heal our children. So I must tell you this, in one of those healing sessions, I asked, a 30-year-old girl came to me. She has, of course, had some emotional issues. She came with her mother. So I asked the girl to place her hand on the top of her head, and I told the mother to keep the mother's hand on top of the girl's hand, and I said both of them to chant. Both of them burst out crying. There was so much of tears. But the tears didn't come because of the healing. The tears came because it's been a long time since they physically touched each other. We are living in a society, we are living in a time that physical touch has become very less. That affection, that emotion, there's so much contradiction, there's so much conflicts. We need to change all these things.